Hello everybody and welcome to this playthrough for Rookie Division with the tournament win for the Fall Major Tournament here in Golf Clash the game. Video is sponsored by Golf Clash and Playdemic. And before we start, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Also visit golfclashtom.com for more Golf Clash related content for free. Last but not least, get the guides for tour play and tournament play on patreon.com/golfclashtommy and improve your game today. Can we get this video up to 300 thumbs up? That would be amazing and I would be very thankful for that. Follow the info box on the right hand side to get the club distance and elevation adjustment for the shots that I'm taking. Also the ball and the club type I do suggest you to use. You don't have to use what I do suggest, but there is always a plan behind it. Let's go to hole number 1. For hole number 1, we will be using our big topper. Use as much topspin possible and 1 bar of a side spin to the left. We're looking to find the second bounce into the rough above the bunker. Very important. You do adjust maximum distance plus 10 and apply overpower if needed. If you do have a lower level big topper, like level 1, level 2, level 3, I would recommend you to play with a power 4 or a power 5 ball. Why? It's because then you will prevent yourself from having to go with a, too much overpower, in my opinion. Those of you playing with another driver, like let's say an Apocalypse or an Extra Mile or a Thor's Hammer that possess 6 bars of topspin, then you can play that one instead and move your target higher up. But the big topper is a perfect club for especially those of you playing with lower level clubs and do not possess that much topspin, because we do need a lot of topspin to bounce over the bunker. Now, second shot, we're gonna use backspin with our Thorn, and the backspin here is going to let us attack the pin in a much better way than what, so for an example, what a Hornet would be able to do. So we add spin, which is gonna be 7 bars of backspin, and then we'll look so the ball guideline is going to the hole. Adjustment here is going to be medium distance with minus 10% elevation. That means that the ball will be less affected by the wind than normal. So we need to deduct that from our adjustment. Perfect ball. And we do see the ball bounce nicely and it slows down right at pin for a lovely eagle here on hole number 1. For hole number 2, we will be playing with our backbone, and even though we are not in complete maximum distance, we will be using maximum distance numbers. So, first, add the spin, and I'm going to be playing with 2.5 bar backspin, and you can see here that I'm playing like around 1.8 bars of a side spin to the right, and you can see that the second bounce is just into the green based on the reference from the fringe. Now, adjustment, once I already said, is maximum distance plus 20. So we do adjust and then it's time to take our shot. Based on the result here, I would like us to change the side spin a little bit. Keep the spot that we're having, but change it to 1.5 bar of side spin to the right instead. And the reason for that is the result that comes here. We bounce nicely on the green and we just miss to the right hand side. We do need to reduce the side spin a little bit, so 1.5 bar side spin to the right instead of 1.8. And I do believe you're gonna have a fun time with some hole-in-ones on hole number 2. For hole number 3, we're gonna play an aggressive drive, and here, I know that some of you might not like that I play with a power 5 ball, but if we're gonna have a chance for the Albatross, a power 5 ball is gonna be the play that we do need to use, because playing with a power 3 ball or below is going to be very difficult to have even a chance for the Albatross. Then we're just gonna play for the eagle on this very tough par 5. Stretch out to see the bullseye on the fairway. Adjust maximum distance plus 10. We are using 4.5 bar topspin and 2 bars of side spin to the left. Once adjusted, you push up to max and then we will apply some overpower. I do apply 5 rings of overpower here to make sure that I'm getting the distance. Have in mind that I do play with an XMI level 6, so if you do have a club that has more power, you don't have to go with as much overpower that I'm showing here on the video. We're looking to get the ball as far down towards the fairway possible, and we have then 387 as a yardage. Now we do play with 7 bars of backspin, 1 bar of side spin to the left, aiming to the left corner, or the top left corner of the green. Adjustment is going to be maximum distance minus 5% because we're playing slightly uphill. Unfortunately, here is, at least what I think, I do hit great left. But looking at the result, obviously, we do see this one coming exactly as we wanted to, which means that we're getting that ball to roll lovely into the funnel there on the back end of the green for an albatross here. The funnel on the back is very big, so I do believe a perfect would have still dropped, but it's always nice to drop with a great ball. The Guardian is going to be the club, as we do need a lot of backspin. As already explained, 7 bars is what we need to get that ball to fall back nicely towards the pin. So this is the reason why we play with a power 5 ball, to get ourselves that good chance for an albatross, where we with a power 3 ball or below will not be able to reach. For hole number 4, we will be using our sniper, and here we're going to find the position into the rough to make a rough bump. And you see that I'm using a navigator ball. That is because we don't really need to use anything else. We're gonna first and foremost look for the spot that will be important for us to have, and that is the difficult part with the rough bump, is to find the spot that we need to. 2 bars of topspin, a little bit of side spin to the left, like a 0.2 ball guideline to the hole, and the adjustment will then be medium distance plus 10 power 1 ball settings. So we do adjust for that, and now it's all about hitting perfect, right? Unfortunately, I do hit a great ball here, and the great ball will take myself more to the left, and I will also lose speed as I'm not really getting as high up into the rough that I wanted to. So medium distance plus 10, navigator ball, make sure to hit perfect. For hole number 5, I want us to use a power 3 ball here to go directly over the rough and the water. Why is that? It's because first and foremost, we don't really have the topspin enough to roll the ball to the distance that I do want. And also second, we do risk a lot if we do hit a bad great left trying to bounce over the water and we get stuck behind the 2 trees. So I do think there is value in pushing this drive a little bit harder than what maybe would be considered okay in general tour play, for an example. But it is tournament, we're looking for drops. So this is the way that we're playing. Maximum distance plus 10. We're using 1.5 bar topspin and 2 bars of side spin to the right. I'm applying 2 rings of overpower, and as we're going over the water, we can hit great left and great right and still be safe on the fairway. It's just that we do need to have the first bounce on the fairway, and now we come up into a very nice position for the second shot. Now, playing from tee often comes down to that we do not have that high level clubs, which means that ball guidelines are crap and accuracy is often pretty bad and stuff like that. The plan for me here, and the reason I'm having the runner in my bag, was to bounce on the fairway island there and to use the funnel towards the pin. Unfortunately, my drive was too far, so playing the funnel with the Firefly 5 from that position is not going to be sufficient. So we go directly on the green using 2 bars of backspin and aiming directly for the hole. And this is not a bad shot at all, it was just not the shot that I planned to do in the end. So here I would rather be playing with the thorn instead of the runner, as obviously the runner is not really any super duper short iron here. I play medium distance with a 10% over adjustment. And as already explained, it's 2 bars of backspin and we do aim for the pin. Adjusted, and then it's time to take our shot. Perfect ball with the runner, and it's not often that I do drop shots with the runner, but it always feels nice, obviously. So get that one in the hole for an eagle. So in the end, you can play the funnel shot on the island if you do are not in between clubs like I were. If you are in between clubs or you just don't feel confident by bouncing on that island, then you go with the shot just shown here for an eagle. For hole number 6, we are bouncing on the fairway before the rough, using 4.5 bar topspin, and in the end we will be using 2 bars of side spin to the left. And now it's important to focus on the ball guideline. We do want the ball guideline to be just in between the bunker sides, if that makes sense. So straight down the middle, looking to have our position there. 2.9 miles per hour. We will be adjusting medium distance plus 10. We adjust, and then it's time to take our shot. In the end, we will be hitting a perfect ball, and here we're obviously looking to get the ball as far down the fairway possible. The further down we get, the better it's going to be, because that will help us for the second shot. But in the end though, with 4.5 bar topspin, obviously the possibility of going long is not really there. But obviously those of you with a decent amount of topspin on your driver will reach a bit further, which will be helpful. 4 bars topspin, 4 bars backspin, 3 bars of side spin to the right. We aim on the left side of the green, even though the ball guidelines show that we will miss pretty high up of the pin, but as we're bouncing on the left side, the ball will have time to fall down and lose speed, and therefore we can get very close here for the second shot. Maximum distance, no elevation for the second shot, and I do not count this one as a decent shot for a drop, but obviously a drop here would be a super duper bonus. For hole number 7, we will be finding minimum distance of our club with our quarterback. That is at least the plan, and the reason we're finding minimum distance is to first and foremost make sure that lower level quarterbacks can play the same shot, but also that it's very easy then to find the landing position as you know, as you can see here. Blue ring by the rough line, incomplete minimum distance, 3 bars of backspin and 2 bars of side spin to the right. Adjustment will be minimum distance with a 10% over adjustment. We do adjust, and then it's time to take our shot. Perfect ball, and the ball is on its way, and we're looking to get the ball as close to the top as possible, but obviously not too close that we roll into the rough. I think inside the shadow here is absolutely perfect. 230 yards. That will leave us up with a long iron towards the pin here. And here I'm looking to, you know, I would say like this. If you do have a Grizzly level 7+, use that one, because the ball guideline will help you a lot, knowing if you're aiming at the pin or you're aiming left side or right side of the pin, which obviously is our issue here. Now, for the adjustment, medium distance plus 10 is what I'm using in the video, but I would like you to play medium distance plus 15 to get the correct outcome, or getting the outcome that we are looking for. Because I do believe with the wind not being a straight headwind but close to it, we have a very good chance making an eagle from this distance. Bouncing on the fairway nicely over the rough, and we roll towards the pin, and we just barely missed that one on the left hand side. Good chance for hole number 7. For hole number 8, the final of the par 3, we go back to play with our backbone. And we're using 1 bar of side spin to the right, combined with 4 bars of backspin. And now we're looking to position the ball guideline in the best way possible. You can see here that we're aiming left side of the pin. This because we know that the wind combined with the side spin will push the ball a bit to the right. I do, however, looking at this now, we do need to move a little bit more left for my taste, to be in between the dark and the bright green square row to the left side of the pin. I do believe that's important to get the best possible result here. Maximum distance plus 5 is what I'm using here, and I'm also using a mauling ball, as here we don't really need that much other in terms of specialties on our ball. We get that one to just burn the right side of the cup, and if we can just correct our position a little bit, we're gonna have a very good chance here on hole number 8. For hole number 9, the final of the holes in this playthrough, we are playing with our quarterback, and we're looking to get the ball as far up to the top left corner possible. Do we need to play with a power 3 ball to reach there with our drive? No, we don't, but the power 3 ball is well needed for the second shot. Half a bar of top spin and max side spin to the left, which is 2 bars, red ring by the rough line. We adjust maximum distance, no elevation, and then we are using 3/4 of the ball outside the adjustment ring to the left. Perfect ball. And we will see this ball bounce on the fairway over to the top left corner on the on still the same fairway, and this is a perfect position for us when it comes to trying to lock in the eagle. Second shot, we do play with the big dog or any other wood club that gives us the most amount of power. So it's often going to be the big dog, or it's going to be the cataclysm, or it could be the horizon as well, depending on what level you have the horizon in. We do go with 5 bars of top spin. It's going to be generally the thing, but it could be more as well. It's up to you to decide. And we're looking to stretch out, so we do see the second bounce to be outside the rough. Very important. And from there, we do adjust. So here we will be adjusting 2 rings. And once that is done, it's done. Then it's time to take our shot. Half a ball of curl to the right. No overpower, as we did adjust out from overpower. Perfect ball. And we'll see this ball bounce in the rough, out from the rough, and roll towards the fringe. And this is going to be a very safe and secure eagle to get on a very tough par 5, which is hole number 9. Thank you so much everybody for watching this playthrough for Rookie Division with the tournament win for Fall Major Tournament here in Golf Clash the game. Make sure you don't forget to hit thumbs up. Also that you do get the guides on patreon.com/golfclashtommy, link directly in the description and down below. Video sponsored by Golf Clash and Playdemic. A massive thank you for watching and good luck in the Golf Clash game.